Welcome back. I'm trying... Well, I don't know if we're going to finish the Mermaid Mask, but we're going to try to keep getting in there. We're about 53% of the way through, and we have accused 5 of the 8 people. So hopefully we can accuse the remaining 3. It kept wanting me to talk to Zephyr, but I just don't think I can. Because when I talk to Zephyr, there's like nothing going on. I can't accuse him, which is odd.
Aha! This must be where Madame Tadpole got her stage name.
You think? She's not called Madame Mermaid Orb.
I can't ask him about anything else. Okay.
A werewolf? Or some hellborn fiend?
Yeah, I think it's just a guy.
But his eyes, they burn of wicked flame.
Well, it's either wicked flame or it's just red eye from using a flash in low light.
A walking stick, standing up by itself.
I think it's part of an illusion.
What illusion?
Invisible man, maybe?
I don't see it.
Okay, it might make me have to deal with Zephyr. Okay.
A photograph of a divine moon ritual. The man holds the orb aloft, and the being within is imbued with rays of mystic light, granting eternal moon wisdom.
Eternal moon wisdom, huh?
I have that. I skipped the ritual, though. I was just born with it.
Impressive.
Also, I can shoot moon lasers out of my eyes.
Now you're just being ridiculous.
I think I've asked him everything. Unless there's something I still needed to find. Yeah, I talked to him though. Cause I'm still missing 2 clues or something. And maybe that's why I can't talk to him. Unfortunately from him, we didn't have a lot of clues. I wish we could talk about those parts that are in the bottom of his basket.
Tired?
I worry.
I worry.
You are old.
But I don't
The
know how
glass
to
mirror.
interact
Let's
with
take
that
a closer
thing.
look at that book.
You can see it, but you can't, like, deal with it.
I think
That's probably just the human habit of
Okay, no, I just saw it too.
Yeah. I don't know how to ask him about that. What else did we get from him? It seems like there's a face or something in it. Maybe I can ask him again?
Okay, I'll bite. What's a hex bottle?
It is a glass container with a hex inside.
a hex like a magic spell.
I've been forthcoming thus far, unusually so for a man of my nature. However, certain things I shall be keeping to myself, especially if it has no bearing on your investigation.
What if we can prove it's got something to do with the murder or the crime scene?
Ah, well then you'd have forced my hand, wouldn't you?
Okay. Nope. Alright, there must be someone else I still need to talk to. I'm missing 2 clues. That's why I can't make a report to her. Okay. I think I've asked her everything
My
too,
parents
though.
used to shop here from time to time. They'd complain that Mr. Grip would charge them full price, even though they were locals.
Heh. Grip's not one to give out discounts, huh?
Night of a full moon. My mom taught me how you can use the moon to work out where you are. Like, if you're sailing on the ocean and you can see the moon, you can work out which way's north, I think.
What if it's too cloudy?
Then you'd use a compass, like a normal person.
I think the 2 clues is something I must be missing.
It's a magic vanishing cabinet.
I think it's just a wardrobe. Let's take a look inside. Oh, it's empty.
Vanished. Magician boxes.
An old-fashioned child's room with an ocean theme.
Currently being used as a magician's workshop.
An old-fashioned child's room.
Currently being used as a magician.
Okay.
The lamp fell over.
Wow, you really are a detective.
A page ripped out of a newspaper.
I think we got the page. Yeah.
An old-fashioned child's room.
Currently being used as a magician. It's a seahorse rocking horse. Oh, can I ride it?
I don't know. Are you a small Victorian child?
Yes.
A set of wooden drawers.
Is this your card?
No.
Aw.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out. I guess the 2 clues are why I'm stuck. But at this point, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. I've clicked on, I swear, everything in every room. Except for this hole. I never figured out what that was about.
It's Mortuga's stone cauldron.
Is there something else in it? I don't think so.
It's the drain.
Hey, it's open. Wasn't it closed before?
Yeah, we pulled that switch down in the bilge, remember? The stool's been knocked over.
It looks exactly like the bar stools in the Stone Top Inn.
I really don't know, then. Because I guess the 2 missing clues is why I can't move forward.
A framed photo. It's been hung from the pipe, so you can see it from the bed.
Yeah, I think we have that picture. We asked a ton of people.
It's a window. It must be a light, too, since we're underwater.
They've taped yellow paper to it.
So?
I think they want it to look like the sun.
Instant photos. The kind you have to shake.
That's a myth, actually. You shouldn't shake them. It damages them.
Well, that's my life turned upside down.
I don't know how to get these 2 other clues. It tells me to talk to Zephyr, but he's not able to help me.
I'll just take a look in this cabin.
Watch out for spiders.
Yeah, I don't think we're on a submarine.
I do seem to need constant.
Big glass bell jars with creepy things inside.
If I had a penny for every time he goes.
I feel like I've asked everybody everything. I can ask Mariana Moon. She seems to still be my most helpful character. For whatever reason.
What's in these old wooden crates?
I don't know. I can't get them open.
What did I tell you? Always bring the crowbar.
It's a tent.
It's a piece of fabric draped over a rope.
Yeah, a tent.
Hold on there, bucko. That's private, all right?
I enjoyed that she called you bucko. It's a big traveler's backpack. It smells like soil and grass.
When you're done smelling it, there's something in the pouch I think we should take a look at.
Yeah, I think we got that already. And we've asked everybody.
What's in these old wooden crates?
I don't
What
know.
did I always bring?
Okay.
We already solved it.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just trying to go back
I assumed it
over.
was tea, but actually it smells like coffee.
It's unfiltered too, and there's no.
Hardcore.
When did you take this photo?
Says it right there. On the night of a full moon.
How come that guy has glowing red eyes?
Perhaps it's because of his demonic essence.
Or you used a flash?
Perhaps it's because I used a flash.
Who's the woman in the ball?
Oh, that's no woman. That's a mermaid, slumbering in an ethereal bubble.
You're not gonna tell us, huh?
I've asked her everything, minus these 2 clues.
I can build.
Actually,
Oh, wood is heavy.
it's the cargo hold.
It's made entirely
And?
out of. And, aren't we? It's a big compass. Noisy, dangerous, isn't
I
it?
thought you were talking about me.
Sail on
Can
now.
I buy something with
We
that?
don't get paid until we
What if we don't solve it? Grimoire?
Who are these guys?
Just some of my satisfied customers.
Is that the balloon part of a hot air balloon?
I think so. And it's branded with a logo. Mr. Grip's Emporium. Mr. Grip's balloon basket.
Right, where we know he has broken pieces, but we can't ask him about it. I know, I hate to bother you.
Chart the unchartable, plot the unplottable, and measure the unmeasurable. Nice tagline.
I think it's a little much. For a shop that sells compasses?
It's not about the compasses. The thing he's really selling is wanderlust.
Wonder what?
The desire to explore the world and experience the unknown.
Bing! Points for Sally. What's this? A little painting?
It's a photo.
A photo of a mermaid floating in a crystalline orb, held aloft by a muscular demon werewolf.
Yeah.
If you say so.
Apparently, Grip ended up on the submarine because he crashed his balloon over the ocean. I mean, it's a great story, but
You don't think it's true?
Grip's pretty smart. In fact, he might even be the smartest guy on the submarine. I just don't see him crashing his balloon like that.
Maybe he just got caught in a storm.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Holy moly, look at that.
I know. That werewolf-looking guy is really...
Is that Tadpole with long hair?
Yeah, maybe.
She never told me about that. It's a strong look.
I feel like I just go back and forth between these rooms. It's like, Okay, so I've asked pretty much everybody. Yeah, I asked her. Unless there's somebody else I'm missing. Come on, can I talk to you? Well, now I feel like I'm officially stuck. I can't even ask anybody about symmetry though.
That little dapper hat he wears, I sewed myself from cotton cloth, and now he truly looks the part, mirrored to his master's garb.
The king didn't always have a hat?
Nay, was not but wood be carved, a simple stick with face adorned.
And you thought he should have a hat just because Grip wears one?
No, I saw a picture of it. At least I think I did.
So these two clues are what's messing me up.
We can't go outside
And I
right
can't
now.
get...
We can't get in there right now. We can't go outside right now.
I don't know. I feel like I'm still missing something. And I just don't know. These are the people I spent the least amount of time with.
Great pull quotes. That's some strong marketing for a small-town theater.
Did you ever see the show?
Yeah, I did, as part of my old newspaper job.
Why is it called Lady of the Looking Glass?
The central trick was Symmetry talking to herself in a mirror, only sometimes the reflection didn't move with her.
How did she do it?
My guess is the mirror can switch between being reflective and being see-through glass. You know, looking through to a second Symmetry on the other side.
An identical twin, maybe?
Probably just a very good dummy. I will say, in the last day or so, Symmetry does seem particularly somber.
Because of Mortuga's death?
Yes, the problem seems to be that she considers herself a kind of catalyst.
Does she? Why?
Well, I believe she'd been working on some new project. And shortly before Mortuga died, Symmetry shared this project with him.
And?
And then he dies. It's probably just bad timing.
What kind of project was it?
I really have no idea. What's that? Oh, yes. Cornelius tells me he saw Symmetry drawing something while in the mess hall. A poster, apparently?
I'm gonna ask people about Symmetry because it keeps telling me to ask others about her.
I first learned
I didn't
about
ask
Symmetry from a
him.
newspaper article
Oh,
detailing
wow.
her residency at the Fortuna Hall Theater. On the surface, it was merely a review of a magic show, but I felt something behind it, something of great interest. To me, it spoke of someone with a close connection to the ethereal plane. Taking an excursion from the submarine, I attended the performance. Afterward, I requested an audience with Miss Silkmoth herself. And speaking with her for a scant few minutes, I learned two things. First, and most importantly, my instincts had been correct. She was indeed fascinated with the great unanswered questions of metaphysicality. She held a yearning to understand that which could not ordinarily be understood. A woman after my own heart.
What was the other thing? You said you learned two things.
That she was thoroughly unhappy with her lot at Fortuna Hall. The theater owner was a heartless woman who, among other indiscretions, did not compensate Symmetry for her work. But she had no family, nor any other connections. She had nowhere else to go.
So you invited her to come live on the submarine?
To put it simply,
Did she bring all her props and stuff with her?
everything she could carry.
Why? Was she gonna keep working as an illusionist on the submarine?
No, Miss Silkmoth would be working with me here in the Dream Chamber.
I notice she's not here anymore.
Her tenure with me has come to an end. She has moved on to pastures anew.
There's something suspicious
Okay.
about Zephyr.
There we go. It finally let us trigger that, but that's still not really the right order. I mean, I guess it is.
Zephyr, can you tell us more about the work you do as a dream doctor? I'm looking for specifics here.
I've told you all I think you could understand. To be blunt, it's not a line of inquiry that should concern you. That is to say, my experiments have no connection with the murder.
You say that, but we found something at the crime scene that we think belongs to you. Specifically, something we think is related to your little dream experiments.
So it's probably the moon vial.
That has nothing to do with my research. What makes you so sure it even belongs to me?
The smell. According to Mariana Moon, the liquid from the bottle is seawater mixed with 3 particular herbs.
Mariana Moon's sense of smell knows no bounds, but I fail to see how
Right.
this information connects it to me.
Well, you have this other thing in a bottle.
The liquid in your hex bottle has the exact same 4 ingredients.
Irrelevant. The X bottle isn't anything to do with my dream experiments either.
So what is it? What's in the bottle?
The hex bottle. It's a creature. I don't think it's dead.
The hex bottle contains a sea creature, and it's asleep.
A sea creature?
A sexipus?
A sextopus.
Sally, we've been over this. That's not what they're called.
I saw the opportunity, and I took it.
A sea creature?
A hexapus.
A hexapus.
It's not called a hex bottle because there's a magic spell inside. It's called a hex bottle because there's a sleeping hexapus inside.
His name is Hex. I've had him since I was a young boy.
Not to be rude, but that must have been quite some time ago. A normal octopus would live only a couple years, wouldn't it?
Hex is a singular specimen with a number of special properties.
Do you ever let him out of that little bottle?
Of course I do. Hex swims freely in the ocean at night, and during the day he returns to me and sleeps in the bottle.
So he's asleep right now.
I knew he was related to your dream experiments.
Who said anything about dreams?
Nobody. But just looking at him, I think I know one of Hex's special properties, and it would explain why you'd be interested in the first place.
Okay, the hex bottle is relevant to Zephyr's dreams because the sup is a film projection, image of his dream, photograph. Probably
This is the correct clue,
from a dream.
but we need to choose the right.
Oh, oops.
Pure subconscious projection, unmarred by the insecurities of the waking mind.
That's pretty cool. I can see why you became a dream scientist.
So the hex bottle was the original. And then you made the dream helmet more recently.
They are two distinct objects. There is no such connection.
Oh no?
This shape at the top is the same as the one on the dream helmet.
Right. The dream helmet's clearly just a scaled-up version of the hex bottle, specifically scaled up to human size. We heard
know he used it
Mortuga
on
was experiencing
Mortuga.
a particular recurring dream. I think he was your test subject.
So, Mortuga wears the dream helmet and lays on your weird chair thing. And then you give him some of the moon potion to help him sleep.
And as he dreams, the dream helmet collects the spirit energy and sends it to...
Well, we know he stole this ball from Symmetry. Although I don't know why. So... I don't think it's the goggles. Is it the key? Oh, it's an antenna. So this antenna wirelessly no, it doesn't receive it. Transmits it to this thing in the ball? No. To this antenna. And it receives it from...
This antenna wirelessly transmits to this antenna, and the fog ball receives the dream energy.
Do not think I cannot hear your mocking tone. It may surprise you to learn that I have indeed had some success in this area. I did once successfully filter something into the fog ball, and I witnessed a face inside the glass, however briefly.
A face?
No doubt the visage of someone from beyond the veil. Unfortunately, I have been unable to consistently replicate it.
Did you make a record of it?
I thought I did, but I can't remember where.
Let's see. Probably in this journal. So, he drew it. And he saw
There
it in
it
the
is,
fog ball.
irrefutable evidence.
Sorry to burst your bubble, Zephyr, but,
I don't think the ball... It was Symmetry's toy, so I don't think the ball was meant to show
the
his
fog ball
dream.
was designed to show that exact face.
What do you mean?
Because it's not... It's a part of her little... show that she was doing. So the little face, the fog ball appears. The hex ball. No, it's definitely the fog ball. Appears in the illusionist photo, and it's displaying the same face that Zephyr saw.
What causes the face to appear?
A voice. That's why it has a little microphone in the front. And we know it's hers because it's her.
When it hears Sim's voice. That's how the original trick worked anyway. See how in the photograph she's talking to it through the telephone?
I demand that we test this theory. Send for symmetry at once.
Wait, we don't have to.
Now we have a recording.
The stargazing girl stares into the ink-black
Yep.
void.
So,
Upon her trembling lips, a question.
We have a recording of Sim's voice right here.
The stargazing girl stares into the ink-black void. Upon her trembling lips, a question born.
I don't say this to be cruel, but it seems like your dream experiments are, inconclusive.
I'm just glad to have some clarity about what they actually are. And as far as I can tell, it all seems pretty harmless.
Right, and the moon potion.
As you said, merely an herbal tincture.
But then why was it found at the crime scene?
That I do not know.
Do you know if Motuga had any on him? Did he ever borrow a bottle from you?
It's a possibility.
well, we know he had it at some point because when he did the ship in the bottle, there was a vial on the other side. So, we know he had
If
it
Tortuga
at
had
some
the
point.
dropper, I'm assuming he had the rest of the moon vial somewhere nearby.
Curious. Where exactly did you find this?
It was on his desk.
In his
Captain's
room?
cabin.
Yeah.
And yet, the moon vial was discovered at the scene of the crime, 1 floor below.
So somebody moved him?
So, Hex actually shows his thoughts on his skin?
Yeah, it's incredible. Hey, what if we got him to think about something else?
You know, I think Sim's hiding something on the submarine. Something we haven't found yet.
Yeah. Okay, so we had to go through Zephyr to get to this point because I'm trying to understand why we couldn't get past it. Zephyr was the next step before we can accuse anybody else.
Equipment she uses in magic tricks.
That's the one. Problem is, we already searched the child's room and her bunk room.
Well, there's only one other place it would be.
Okay. I kept going back to the theater, but I guess certain things have to be unlocked in a certain order. Okay.
This wooden panel. Surely there's something behind it.
Push it. I knew that was weird.
Hello?
It's a little set of tiles.
Okay, we have to... Oh, no. Okay, swap these tiles into the correct slots. It's probably random.
Nope.
So there's 4 rows with labels off to the left, and 6 columns with labels up at the top. As for the tiles, I don't think the colors matter, just the shapes. So a few of the tiles are exactly the same.
Okay, so there's a heart that's up, a heart that's up and down. So all this row should be hearts. So I need to move everything that's not a heart somewhere else. A heart that's pointing left. A heart that's pointing right. Where's the other heart? A heart that's pointing down. Oh, this one's in the right spot, I guess is what they're trying to say. Okay, so with this row that's just hearts, we have a heart facing up. And then all these. This row should all be spades. No, diamonds. So we should have a diamond that faces up. We should have a diamond that faces up and down. We should have a diamond that... Now, I don't know what the difference is with these two. But I mean, at least getting stuff in the right row would make sense, I guess. That way everything's in the right spot. Yes? Okay, this row should be clovers. Or cloves, I guess. So let's get all the cloves in the right row. So is all this in the right row? Okay, and then this row should be all spades. Maybe that's a spade and not a heart. I don't know. Alright.
that's wrong.
Each slot is a part of 1 horizontal row and 1 vertical column.
So when we place a tile, it has to work for the row and the column it's in.
Okay. Alright. I think this is right. This is right. This is probably wrong. This doesn't look like a clove now. So maybe we'll swap it. And this is a diamond. So this is in the wrong row. Oh, that's not a heart. Maybe that's a clove. I know this is also in the wrong row, but that's fine. Okay, so let's say this first row is done. In the second row, a heart that goes up and down. But it's not that then. Maybe this? Maybe this is the upside down one. Then we have a diamond. Then we have a clove that's been rolled, I guess, like a rolling pin. Because if this one's been squished, a heart squished flat, then this should be a clove squished flat, which will probably be this. And then a spade that's been stretched out is probably a diamond. If it's been pushed out with a rolling pin and straightened, maybe. Okay. This one is just up and down. So a heart that's just up and down is a diamond. Potentially. So maybe we'll swap that. This is this. Maybe we'll leave it. A spade that's been... It's probably this. These shapes are so funky.
Nothing.
The labels for the
No.
column.
Okay. Alright, okay. Alright. I just want to see if that was it. Okay. So a diamond is facing left. I think those need to be swapped. I think this row is done. Okay. This is a... Oh, maybe this needs to be here. That's facing left. That's facing right. And this is down. I guess. Okay. This one needs to be facing this way. And this needs to face that way. And that faces down. Okay. They don't make these puzzles easy.
Oh,
Let's try that.
Nice work.
Oh, thank God.
It's unlocked, I think.
Right. Let's get this thing open.
Oh, a doll.
There's a girl in there.
It's a doll. I hope.
It looks wooden. A life-size doll of Symmetry Silk Moth found hidden in the Illusion Theater. It's got a string, so it's like a puppet or something.
So it's a life-size doll that looks like Symmetry.
Well, yeah. But I think there's more to it than that.
Let's lift this. Yeah, there's something back there. It has a camera.
Is that a
Can we click it?
No, I think it's a projector.
Oh, no. It looked like a camera. Well, we found a piece of film in the model of the town, so I guess that makes sense. There has to be a way to play it. I have the second one. So there's 2 films in here.
Close your eyes, my love, and be still, for this is the end and the beginning.
Oh, that's not scary at all.
You really want to turn back after you got the map sussed out and everything?
There's no wind. It's an ill omen.
Oh my god, Magnus, you're so dramatic. All I need you to do is steer, all right? I'll handle the scary stuff.
Felicia.
You can't change my mind. Sorry. I spent too long planning this. Anyway, we'll be there in a few hours.
Beware. Exactly.
Right. I didn't really explain it yet, huh?
I've asked several times. You always wriggle out of it.
Well, I've got nowhere to wriggle now, do I?
I don't understand who would have recorded this.
Sorry. Why was there a projector hidden inside the doll?
Safekeeping?
There's something
No, we gotta
suspicious
ask
about
Synth.
Grip.
Let's go talk to him.
Okay, it's jumping us to him now, but I feel like we should have been able to talk to Synth next. But alright.
Ha ha! How about you? I've been looking forward to this part.
Yeah, there is something or someone that I'd like to ask you about.
That cane. 'Cause what is up with that? It was broken under the wrap, so...
Cornelius? What about him?
His function.
Sure about that?
Cornelius? What about him?
His appearance.
I guess his
I don't
appearance?
think he looks quite like he's supposed to.
What a thing to say! You've only just met him!
Well, based on the picture on the basket, he wasn't wooden at some point.
Now you
Looks
mention
different,
it,
yeah.
They don't match at all. The one you've got is a different shape, and it's made of wood.
This is what you're grilling me about.
Why would the two canes look different, though?
Well, he obviously made a different cane.
After arriving on the submarine.
Yeah.
What a damning accusation. Yes, I made a new cane, and yes, it's made of wood. Where are you going with this?
Well, what happened to the first one? Or where did the wood come from?
Where did the wood come from?
I forget.
Well, you have broken bits in your basket, so...
We'll get to that later.
There's a faint resemblance, I suppose. But aren't the wheel spokes a fair bit shorter than Cornelius?
Well, if you remove the bandage, it's from it's...
This is the correct clue, but we need you.
Well, I don't know how to... Oh, I had to remove it.
Come on.
Okay.
This is quite the revelation.
Oh, wait. You're saying you didn't know the wood came from the wheel?
Of course I didn't. Why would I know anything about that?
Because you have the rest of the pieces.
Because you've also got the rest of the broken wheel pieces.
And that's in the basket. So the rest of the wood in the basket is
So,
from the
Rip,
wheel.
I have to ask, do you know anything about how the ship's wheel was broken?
Yes, I was there when the wheel was broken. In fact, Mortuga and I, we broke it.
You broke it?
I was trying to take control of the wheel, and Mortuga forcibly wrenched it out of my grip. He was very strong, you see.
Wait, you tried to steer the submarine without permission?
I did.
Why?
There'd been a disagreement. It's nothing, really, and not important.
A disagreement?
No,
About
I need
what?
to know.
Where to take the submarine?
Something like that.
So is this about the treasure map that you made for him? Because there's a map and we know Grippy made it. So...
Oh, right. I'd forgotten you'd seen that.
Map interpreted by Godric Grip. For customer, Magnus Mortuga.
It's a record of service from your shop. Not the one here in the submarine, but the real one in the town.
It's all there in black and white, I suppose. Yes, indeed. Some time ago, Mortuga came into my shop. He showed me the map and asked if I'd be able to interpret it for some voyage he was planning.
Interpret it?
It's marked with an X, but there's nothing in the way of coordinates, nor are there any apparent landmarks, given that it's just describing an area of ocean.
So, how did you work it out?
By employing every ounce of my skill, by working harder than I'd ever worked. Something about that map, the mystery of it, the feeling of chasing down the unknown. It grabbed me, and it didn't let go. For 2 weeks, it was all I thought about. I was so focused on it, I barely slept. Easily the most thrilling job I'd ever taken on. I even waived the payment. I couldn't in good conscience charge for something I'd enjoyed so much. The problem was, afterwards, all my other work suddenly seemed banal. I began to daydream of that thrilling feeling, that pursuit of the unknown. It led me to eventually close up shop and head out in my balloon, on a voyage of my own, which, as you know, ended rather abruptly.
Right.
But to be pulled from the ocean by Magnus Mortuga himself, and to find that very same map laying on his desk, I asked him at once if he'd ever followed the map to the coordinates, and he said he hadn't. I was disappointed at first, but then I realized we had the submarine. We could still go, right now. But Mortuga told me we would be doing no such thing. In fact, we weren't to be navigating anywhere. Instead, he seemed insistent in hovering near the Silkworm Coast, like something was keeping him tethered to it.
So, you tried steering the submarine yourself?
I'd convinced myself it was what Mortuga secretly wanted, even if he was refusing to admit it. I thought a little nudge might be just what he needed, get him out of his comfort zone, you know. But as I've already admitted, it didn't go to plan. Mortuga came into the control room, we briefly thought the wheel was broken, and that was it. My request denied, I soon found myself opening a new branch of Grip's Emporium right here in the engine room, which, of course, necessitated the construction of a new Cornelius cane.
There's one thing I don't understand. If Mortuga didn't intend to use the map, why did he keep it around?
I don't suppose we'll ever find out.
I think I know.
You do?
Mm-hmm. There's a good reason why Mortuga didn't want to follow the map.
Well, we know he had already tried it, or he decided it was too dangerous.
He decided it was too dangerous.
You sure about that?
No, not really. There's a good reason why Mortuga didn't want to follow it.
He'd already followed it.
What makes you say that?
We have this videotape where it looks like he's holding the same thing.
This is a film of Magnus Mortuga and a woman named Felicia Stonetop. They're talking about their plans to follow the map.
Remarkable. Wait, was that filmed here on the submarine?
No, in fact, it's not a submarine at all.
This used to be a boat that he had with... That's them, I'm assuming.
The ship was called the Dearest Selena, but it belonged to Felicia Stonetop. She was the captain and Mortuga was her helmsman. See, he's at the top there, manning the wheel.
You know, that's been on his desk since I arrived, and I never once thought to ask him about it.
So, okay, we know they intended to follow the map, but do we know if they actually managed it?
Good point. Making
I don't
plans is
think
one
so.
thing, but a successful expedition is quite another.
I can't be sure, but there was something we found here in the submarine. Something that suggests to me Mortuga actually did reach the center of the map.
It's probably that ugly wooden head that we found before.
What's that got to do with it?
So on the map, it has a picture of it. So I don't know. It's probably related.
Look at that. I think you might be right.
But why didn't he just tell me? What did he find in the ocean that was such a big secret? Surely it wasn't just this. It hardly seems like anything at all.
Well, buoys are normally put in place to mark a position.
The position of something else in the ocean?
It has to be. Think about it. If the buoy wasn't attached to anything, then it would have floated away, making the map worthless.
So, if they found the buoy when they went to the center of the map...
It was only because it was attached to something else at the time.
Probably that black box that we can't open. Okay, so now I feel more... So the only person we haven't questioned is Synth. Come on, girl. You're the last one. We talked to her. Oh, we had to talk to her about these.
She's not talking.
You didn't ask her anything.
Alright, fine. What's up with the doll? Okay, now she's not talking.
Speaking of, Sim, can the doll talk? Like, does it have a little speaker inside?
She is ever silent. I speak for us both.
I just thought, there's a string on the back. I thought it was like a pull string.
It is a pull string.
Oh, then how does it work?
You pull it.
Is this yours?
No, not mine. Merely borrowed from Magnus Mortuga.
Mortuga owned a projector? What for? Projecting a film, I guess?
Not this film.
What did you want it for?
Projecting this film.
There's something suspicious about Symmetry.
Okay, we can finally ask her. She's our last person to ask, so.
Symmetry, you were in the Illusion Theater with Mortuga the evening before he died.
I concede! I am laid bare!
Anyway, there was some talk of Mortuga being killed by a curse. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Grimoire.
What? She's the resident curse expert.
It is entirely possible that the captain was set upon by a curse.
See? I knew she'd know about this.
Let's just stick to the facts, shall we? Sim, if you were in the Illusion Theater with Mortuga, what were you actually doing in there? An argument.
You argue?
You sure about
No,
that?
Sim,
Not really.
if you were in the Illusion Theater.
I mean, I guess we just
Conversation.
were talking.
Wait, really?
You know what,
Let's
Sim,
try that
if you
again.
were in the a performance.
So they were performing?
Like a magic act?
A foolish act. A callous indulgence through and through.
I don't understand. Did it go wrong?
I performed it perfectly.
Then what's the problem? She's gone quiet.
It's okay, we don't need to force it out of her.
Well, we know her new magic trick. She had made a flyer. It's upside down, but it was
It's a poster
creepy.
for a magic act, or a rough layout for a poster anyway.
Oh, we found something else, too.
Now we found a second projector film that showed her
We'll get to that
doing
later.
it. Oh, the doll.
Sweet sister inanimate, I implore you, leave her be. Her hands are clean.
Well, obviously.
The doll is a prop.
The doll
used
was
in
a
magic
prop.
tricks.
What kind of magic trick would need a life-size doll?
Any trick where you need a double, obviously.
Which I still think was her original thing, right? Where she saw herself in a mirror or something. Where is that? On this side, we see she did the looking glass thing. So her reflection
Your magic
would suggest
act,
her
Lady
doll
of the
is the
Looking
double.
Glass. I don't claim to know exactly how it works, but as far as I can tell, you put the doll behind some kind of special mirror, and it acts as an identical double.
Lady of the Looking Glass is a thing of the past. I am no longer able to perform it.
Because you don't have the special mirror.
You misunderstand. I shall never again perform this trick.
But why not?
Oh. Because
They don't
Sim and
look
her
the
doll are
same.
no longer identical.
Sweet sister stays ever a fresh-faced child. No such fate is writ for me.
So you can't use the doll at all anymore?
I mean, no, not without aging it up somehow. So the doll could reflect an image of Symmetry if they were far
the doll
away.
could reflect an image of Symmetry if the audience was really far away. That's not right. The doll could still work as a double for Symmetry if the audience was really far away. Almost. But maybe just...
I'm trying to think. The doll can't be 100% useless. Can.
The doll
If it was
could
facing
still work
away?
as a double for
Okay.
Symmetry if it was facing away from the audience.
Facing away? Oh, like the sketch on the poster.
Right.
I wonder why she needed a double, though. This isn't a mirror trick like before.
It would help if we knew more about the trick itself.
True. We don't even
Yeah.
know what it's called.
What is the name of the trick? Oh, we do know the name of the trick. It's on the back of... She wrote it. She painted the title.
Girl. Says it right there.
Yeah.
Besmirched by my own penmanship. Truly the folly of man.
Why would the title be written on the sailcloth?
I'm pretty sure she used it during the magic act.
And she probably had it draped over.
It's not like that in the original sketch. See, in the drawing, the cauldron's uncovered.
Well, we know Mortuga liked to keep it covered up, though.
Before the captain assented to me using that room, he'd been using it for storage. When I was first let inside, the sailcloth was indeed draped over the cauldron. I hadn't realized he did not wish me to remove it. When he saw my design for the poster, he had but one request. Symmetry. All I ask is that you keep the sailcloth on the cauldron.
And given that you had to keep it, you made use of it as a kind of banner.
So what's the stargazing girl about? What happens in it?
I do not wish to speak on it.
No?
Girl.
We actually know quite a bit about it already.
Right, we have a recording. Since you want to be cryptic. Oh, not that one.
Stargazing girl stares into the ink-black void. Upon her trembling lips, a question born. A forbidden query of what may be and what may not be. The void, unyielding to the girl's plight, stares back. It speaks.
Close your eyes, my love, and be still, for this is the end and the beginning.
Oh! How can this be?
Mariana Moon was in the bilge at the time. I guess the sound traveled down through the open vent.
Her pipe is a dictaphone.
Dang.
So the first voice belongs to Sim, and then there's a second voice, a woman's voice.
Yeah, but it doesn't belong to anybody on the ship. It sounds like she used something else.
This film matches up to the audio from the pipe recording.
And see how in the poster there's a little Grim Reaper guy? That's the person from the film.
I am undone.
Hang on. Why does Sim have a film of a Grim Reaper character? Where'd it come from?
It's a scene.
I think Dirk's moving. And we know this because of the toy where it shows a Grim Reaper.
Oh yeah, good catch.
Okay, so Sim put the projector into the doll, and it projected onto the circular window at the back of the room.
If the doll was sitting on the cauldron, where was the real Sim?
She probably hid where the doll was hiding, in the closet or whatever.
The cabinet to the side? I don't get why she couldn't just sit in the cauldron herself.
Listen to the end of the recording again.
Close your eyes, my love, and be still, for this is the end and the beginning.
Right at the end, it sounds like something falls onto the floor. Something solid.
The doll.
The whole thing culminates with the cloaked figure swinging the scythe. Sim screams, pulls a string, and the doll is decapitated.
Oh, geez, that's kind of dark.
I lay awake that night, eyes wide with regret, able to bear it no longer. The decision was made. They would tear it all down, the whole misbegotten affair.
So that's why you went back to the Illusion Theater.
And that's when you found Mortuga.
The image of his lifeless form. It filled me with the great, thunderous guilt.
But why? You think you might have actually caused Mortuga's death, somehow?
I know not the manner of Magnus Mortuga's death, but I do know this. The night of the stargazing girl, it was his last.
So, even if his death was unrelated, you feel bad that your trick was one of the last things he ever saw.
When we began, you implied that I laid a curse upon him. And I say this. Maybe I did.
I doubt
it's finally
that.
time to make our report to Cynthia.
She'll be thrilled.
Yeah, let's tell her. Alright, Cynthia.
Hey, do you have a minute? We're, ready to make our report.
What's wrong?
I appreciate your hard work. Truly. However, I think it's time you left.
What?
We didn't even tell you what we found.
People are starting to accuse each other. I don't like it.
So you're giving up? You're not gonna see this through?
Sorry, but I just think... maybe...
What? That's just the way it's meant to be?
I need to go. Everyone's gathering in the mess hall. I'll resurface the submarine, and you can leave via the foredeck.
I guess we'd better go.
I don't understand. You let us spend all that time.
She can't be serious. I really don't appreciate being kicked out. She didn't even pay us.
We can worry about that later. I don't know if you've noticed, but we're currently stranded out here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, so how is Cynthia expecting us to leave the submarine?
It's the rowing boat.
Oh, wait, you don't think... Did Cynthia really think we'd use that boat? Or did she just forget to take the submarine back to town?
I don't know.
She seemed really off. Did something happen?
I think she's just getting scared.
Scared of what? Exposing a murderer?
Of the truth. Of facing the truth and all the consequences of it. Whatever they end up being.
We're not really going to leave, are we?
No, we're not done. Not yet.
But what do we do?
Remember what Cynthia said? Everyone's gathering in the mess hall. Seems like something of an opportunity.
Aha. Not just that, but we're back on the surface too.
We sure are.
So, what are we waiting for?
Let's go. So, Chapter 3, Secret of the Mortuga Submarine. Man, that took forever to get through Chapter 2. I don't know what triggers the next chapter, but we are going back through. Bye. I want to figure out, with everyone in one spot, is there anything else?
Looks like she unlocked
we can go back.
Finally.
Yeah. We can now look at this.
Not here, we can finally take a closer look.
Because she was blocking it.
We could, but it's still locked behind glass.
There must be some way to get at it. Well, there's an electronic panel.
Yeah, let's try. Of course, it's a puzzle. So this has 3 pieces. I'm assuming the pieces don't go inside. I'm not sure how we're supposed to... Oh, that's terrible. I don't know. So you kind of have to move it the way you want it. I don't know. This has 1 piece. Unfortunately, it doesn't like lay flat at all though. Okay, then we have another piece. Will that slot in? It seems like it will. Okay, so you kind of just have to go where it wants to go naturally. Or maybe it doesn't like being here. So we're gonna have to like move it around until it likes. That's kind of fits. That definitely fits. That almost fits perfectly. Oh, see, I moved it too far. So you gotta kind of move it around ish till it lays the way you want it to lay. Oh no, that's definitely not it. Okay, so you kind of just need to.
That's not it.
I feel like that's
there's
it.
a way to rotate them too.
Cause I guess that's to lay perfectly.
I guess that's
Okay, like this?
No, but we can use them to change the angle of the panel.
Okay, so we're trying to like play Tetris here. I feel like that fits perfect.
Go.
Yes?
Nice.
There we go. Okay. It was a little, that was actually not too bad of a puzzle, actually. That was like
Check in
reasonable.
the pockets of this thing.
Hey, there's something bulky in here.
Ooh, it's a radio.
It's just like that one we found
The
in
other
captain's
radio.
cabin. Well, almost.
That's how they were able to hear each other. Cool. So we finally know what that's about.
Hey, there's a mosaic on the wall here.
Nope, it's a mural.
Rats.
Okay. Now, without going through the mess hall, we can go... We can try to get to this room that's outside.
I guess now we can get outside.
Yeah, let's go. Because now we didn't get to do that before.
Holy... Grimoire, there's a giant wooden woman tied to the back of the submarine.
I was wondering if they kept this. I half expected to find it inside the submarine somewhere. But it's too big to fit in the storeroom, I guess. It's the figurehead.
Oh, from the top of the boat. An old wooden figurehead from the sailing boat as tied to the back of the aft deck. I guess this is supposed to be Selena Stonetop? I mean, I don't know.
Are those... They can't be. Wouldn't they get washed away?
It almost looks like they're burned into the wood. They're permanent. It's the aft deck.
It doesn't look anything like the foredeck.
Of course not.
It's the mast.
It's been snapped in half, and it's leaning to one side.
A bad storm, maybe?
What's this?
I don't know what it's called, but I think that's where you attach the wheel.
The ship's wheel?
Yeah.
Great. I don't know if there's anything else out
We
here.
arrived at the submarine just before sunrise.
And now it's sunset.
Okay, I think we can leave.
What?
Oh, Lord.
You just said something.
No, I didn't.
But... Never mind.
Okay, so now we finally figured out what that was. Now, the black
Must
box
be
that he gave
We'll
us...
just have to
I
hope.
wonder if there was something we missed in Mariana's room. You know, the cargo hold?
Okay, let's go back then if they think there's something we missed.
It's
Well, now we
Mariana's
can look at the tent.
And she's not here to stop us looking inside.
So, is there anything in there?
Yep, a mushroom
see.
puzzle box.
What?
Not another puzzle. Oh, Lord. Okay, so we're gonna spin it around.
That's not it.
I guess there's 4 types of mushrooms. But I don't think it's anything to do with their shape or size.
I don't even know what that means. So I guess we just need to count the mushrooms and tally them up. I'm not sure. There's 4 types, but it's not clear. So I'm assuming the day glow only glows when the sun is on it. So we have 1, 2. There's 2 up here that glow. And then there's 1 down here. 2 down here. Now Evergreen, I guess, glows no matter what. So there's 2 that glow no matter if the sun's on it or not. And then there's 3 that glow. I don't know. Now, illuminate should only light up when it's dark. So we've got 4. And then there's some that don't glow at all. We have a lot of those. We've got like 6.
I guess that's wrong.
Some of the mushrooms glow all the time.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Maybe my count is off.
Like a mushroom. There's 14 mushrooms.
Okay. Alright. Oh, there's 14 mushrooms total. So 5. This is 14. Okay. Just guessing at this point.
It's a little plastic thing.
Oh, wait, I know. It's a tape from Mariana's dictaphone.
She has another tape?
Hello, who's this?
My name is Magnus Mortuga.
Oh, yeah? Just happen to have my number, do you? Listen, buddy.
I'm not lying to you. You and I share a mutual acquaintance, and she has informed me of your skill set. I wish to hire you, and I believe I have something I can offer in payment.
I'm listening. What are you after?
I'm in need of information. Information about a woman named Felicia Stonetop.
Okay. Which we knew that.
I really
that
don't
sounds
know
different.
why you're here. This doesn't concern you. Even if it does, it is wholly unrelated to our unfortunate voyage. It doesn't open that way, it slides out at the side. Let me do it. There's something inside. Wait, what's this?
Okay, so the box doesn't open the way we think it does.
That recording. It's Mortuga opening the black box.
It's what Mariana said she recorded while she was in the control room.
And just like she said, Mortuga's having a one-sided conversation.
Nah, he has to be talking to
It's messing up
somebody.
the audio. If only we could hear the whole thing.
Even as it is, I'd say this is a pretty important discovery.
Oh?
We finally know how to open the black box.
Do we?
Yep.
Oh, it says it slides. Okay. I like how we're going through the mess deck and nobody sees us, but
Maybe there is
we'll,
a way
we'll
to
suspend belief. Now he said it slides from the side.
It slides out at the side. Let me do it.
Right. So that's what's funny is it's like you didn't even need to push anything. This is chapter 4. The box that actually is really easy to open.
It's a scroll.
This is the bottom part of that map that's broke off. I know you wanted the coordinates, but I don't know them, so this is all you get. If you don't know how to make use of them, that's your problem, not mine. We put all back where we found it, with the exception of the key, which, as you're well aware, has been safely around my neck ever since. I remember it destroyed my father within a few short years. He was a man of sturdy constitution, too, or he had been, before we found it. A wise man would simply put the entire thing out of his mind, SS. I think that's Selena Stonetop.
Yeah, I know.
Should we put it back together?
All in good time.
Yeah, we need to know.
It's an envelope.
The mourning envelope, the black-edged mourning envelope found in the black box. It's been ripped at the side and is currently empty. Governor Faustus Fellow and Selena Stonetop, Governor's Mansion, Fellow Estate, Ponder Hill, Silkworm on the Sea. And this is from D, so this is from the mayor, I believe.
Those black edges.
Yeah, it's a mourning envelope. It's used to send news of someone's death. It's
Another reel. Can we play it?
The rain is incessant, but it's oddly localized, like a local biome. Fluid. What I believe to be amniotic fluid is being diluted. I'm curious to see what happens. We believe it was born here long ago. How long, I cannot say. We found traces of its pilgrimage to the south. It's barren for some miles until, of course, you near the coast. Follow the line and you'd come to a small settlement known as Silkworm. It may be endangered, or it may hold a position of insight. I'm not sure. I'd like to suggest one of you travel there and find out. Faustus, I thought perhaps this might interest you in particular. Ask for a man named Solomon Stonetop.
Okay. But I don't understand what they're looking for.
I guess now
We'll go back outside again. I think we looked at everything though. Oh, this wasn't on here before.
That's kind of sad.
Or.
Or what?
Or. It's the other or.
From the rowing boat on the foredeck? What's it doing over here?
Tadpole told us she threw it over here.
And it got stuck in the wall. And hasn't moved since.
Seems like it.
Are those... They can't be. Wouldn't they get washed?
It almost looks like...
I wish they told us what it was. Okay. We're gonna move to another room. No, we never got to look at the airlock dome thing. So let's try looking at that and maybe we can get down there. So the also the message in the bottle.
Thus, you're free to start breaking her belongings.
Let's go, because we need to know what that is. We can just use the box, I think. Yeah, we don't have to go crazy.
Now we can finally take a proper look at this.
Yes, because it was... Nobody would give us a straight answer. Curse of the Cauldron. A small room within the bowels of the ship, his lifeless body lies in the shadow of the ancient stone cauldron. The cauldron's heavy lid has never been unlocked, has never been opened. For all his strength, he ultimately proved powerless against the lure of the unknown. On this morning, the cauldron had been unlocked. On this morning, it was wide open. It's a diagram of the body in front of the cauldron. It is understood that Party A commissioned a Mr. Donovan Drummond to construct the Mortuga submarine by combining parts of the two other vessels. Party A is claimed to have paid for the transaction alone and is thus the legal owner of the Mortuga submarine, despite its name. However, one Cynthia Seafoam has now provided evidence to exactly how Mr. Drummond was paid. It transpired that Mr. Drummond was paid with the deeds of the Stone Top Inn, which belonged solely to Party B at the time of the transaction. Well, that contradicts what she said, that her parents paid for the ship and that's why it's hers.
Well, that looked familiar.
It's a secret third page of the command contract.
Secret second page, technically.
Because to me that would change the order. So the first page says this contract represents an agreement between the two individuals in contention over the ownership and command of the Mortuga submarine. For their own privacy and safety, these two people should be referred to as Party A and Party B. Previously, Party A had been considered the legal owner of the submarine and thus the rightful commander. However, a recent development has exposed that Party B is in fact the legal owner of this vessel. It is understood that Party A commissioned Mr. Donovan Drummond to construct the Mortuga submarine. Party A has claimed to pay for the transaction alone and thus is the legal owner of the submarine despite its name. However, Cynthia provided evidence. This proves Party B is the rightful commander, but I don't know that that's true.
Maybe we should go back to the mess hall.
I thought we were avoiding it. Everyone's in there right now.
Yeah, well, that's exactly why it might be useful.
Well, not yet, because I still want to look at
of water.
that.
I thought it was a diving airlock, but maybe it's just a ballast tank?
Only one way to find out.
We're going down, because yeah, we need to know what we need to know about this room while everyone's still where they're at. So this is another box.
And don't touch that door. It goes right out into the ocean.
I doubt you could open it if you wanted to. It's probably pressure locked while the room is drained of water.
But if the room was full of water...
Then yeah, you could use it to go outside. It's a real, actual treasure chest.
Let's open it.
Hold on. I'm just savoring the moment. And done.
Okay. Thanks so much for that. Move the flags and pirates into the correct keyholes. Tap the pirates to rotate them. Okay. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. Everyone should be next to their own thing, I guess. So yellow should be next to yellow. He should be here, right? And they should be facing their own thing. Nope. No.
So there's 12 big keyholes. Those are for pirate keys. And each pirate key is itself a keyhole for the smaller flag keys.
I noticed the pirates can rotate too.
That's interesting. Okay, so I'm still assuming though. Oh. So you can swap. Oh, wow. Okay. So I didn't know you could swap flags. Okay, oops. Let me stop spinning this because it's... But each person should still be in front of the right color. Right? So the red lighthouse needs a person with a red flag. And they should be facing their thing. Is he facing it? Face it. Okay. Alright. Green flag should be in front of... I don't know. Maybe we'll swap them. No, I don't know. It needs to be a green flag, so nope, I think I'm gonna swap that back. Okay, in front of the yellow one. But it needs the yellow flag. Oops. Can I not swap this? I thought he said I could. Why can't I swap that? I thought you could swap them. Oh, there we go. Alright.
Did it.
Good job.
Oh, that was so complicated. Oh.
What happened?
I cut my finger. There's something sharp in there.
What? Oh, ocean treasure. A pile of assorted ocean-themed treasures. It was locked in the chest with the dome tank.
I guess it was the coral that's sharp. It's weird. It's like a crystal. What's wrong with you?
It's actually treasure. Coins, pearls, gems. Standard treasure.
You were hoping for something else?
I seem to be something weird, something confusing. Something to turn the case on its head, you know?
Not necessarily worried about that. He wanted us to go to the mess hall.
Everyone's in here. I don't think they've spotted us.
Let's stay back here. Maybe we can listen in on what they're each talking about.
Eavesdropping?
I never use that word, but yeah.
So there's a checklist of things we could look at while people are in here. We've done a lot of it, but there's 3 that's missing. I know for Zephyr, there's that face in the bookshelf. And this.
Hex?
Is he still asleep?
Hello.
Girl, how are you in here? Right.
Sorry, you startled me.
Hex is my friend. I may be of help. His thoughts and memories are rot visible upon his skin. Surely you wish for him to think upon the last time he saw Magnus Mortuga.
Yeah, sounds good. What's she doing? She's just tapping the glass.
Shh.
It is done.
Thanks.
I was never here.
Wait.
I don't know why she's helping
Never
us.
mind that. Take a look at this.
Okay. See, that is Mortuga with blood. It's like he got crushed by the bell. Not the bell, but it's like he got crushed. I want to see what's in. Yeah, because there's a face back here.
Why don't you reach in? Maybe there's a switch or something on the other side.
Why don't you?
Because I absolutely do not want to.
Ugh. Here goes.
Come on.
Got it. The
Cool.
bookcase moved. It was a secret door. Sally, you must be thrilled.
My secret door quota is well on the way to being met.
Okay. Oh, there's a room back there. Oof. Nah, this is creepy.
What's that? A letter?
2 letters.
Let's read it. 2 handwritten letters found in the cabinet of curiosity. The letters are written on note paper branded with the Stone Top Inn logo. Dear Zacharias, how is your research going? Have you made any new discoveries about dreams? Silkworm has been quiet recently. I might be going on a trip soon, an ocean voyage. Felicia's been trying to get a hold of our particular map. She said it will lead to something really strange and interesting. She says it could be something that will change our lives. I think I'm apprehensive about it. I think I like my life the way it is. There's Zacharias. The voyage turned out to be ill-fated. Since returning, I have been quite ill. I'm recovering, but I'm now afflicted with a peculiar recurring dream. I have drawn a picture. Felicia sold the ship and left town. I believe she took the opportunity to do so while I was bedbound, so I cannot argue with her. I cannot fault her for the strategy, as I would have demanded answers from her had I been able. In pursuit of the answers I seek, I have entered into a peculiar agreement, and soon I will be leaving town. In fact, I'm staying on board a submarine for a time. And now, the reason for my letter, I would like to request that you accompany me on this venture. You can bring your equipment and continue your studies on board. There's plenty of space, and the voyage may even afford you some unique opportunities to research. If you are willing, return to Silkworm as soon as possible. When you arrive, I shall already be housed on the submarine moored in the dock. Important. Go to the Stone Top Inn and retrieve a large stone cauldron from the cellar. Conceal it amongst your supplies and bring them all on board at the same time. I'll meet you on board. You can set up what was currently in the infirmary, and I will take the cauldron from you a little later on. So Zephyr was invited onto the ship. We didn't know for sure,
like
though.
One of those metal masks they used to make prisoners wear.
When did they do that?
You know, the olden times.
Right. I don't know what this is, but I can't seem to look away.
Sally.
Hmm?
You are getting hypnotized.
Really? Cool. Oddities.
Knickknacks.
Doodads.
Assorted, anomalous artifacts.
Nice. Is that what I think it is?
I want to take a closer look at it, but it's locked behind glass.
Is it a mask?
I'm not sure. But if you laid it down flat, you could use it as a sundial. Hang on. Is that?
Yeah, it's Boggy. The swamp monster from Boggy's Bog. Don't panic, it's just a wax model.
We can't seem to get away from this guy.
There's a bunch of little skulls down.
Yep, another puzzle, I'm sure. Alright, so swap the positions of the sets and the skulls. Tap to rotate the skulls. Okay, so we should have a skull with eyes. We should have a red skull with eyes. we should have jaws and eyes. Or no jaw and eyes, maybe? I don't know. Okay, so we should have a moon and a skull. We should have a moon with no jaw. We should have a red one with a moon. Now that I don't see. I'm not quite sure. We should have a horn and a skull. We should have a horn with no jaw. So maybe it's... We'll swap those. And then we should have a red one with the horn. We're missing one that's red. This one has a jaw, but no horn, so I still don't quite understand that. Okay, we should have... Oh, it's not a horn, it's a point. I don't know what's going on, actually. Supposed to be a head with horns. There should be horns with no jaw. Nope, let's swap those. And then we should have something red, but I'm missing a red one.
So there's 7 categories of skull.
And each skull fits into exactly 2 categories, since it's always gonna be in one.
See, that's different. Oh, I can move these pictures. Yeah, I don't have 3, so the red can't be on the row that's 4 because I don't have 4 reds. So I'm not gonna move that because that's gonna be wrong. So I'm just gonna move stuff around till it makes sense because I don't have 3 that have eyes either. Do I? I don't know. We gotta move stuff around until it makes sense. Because I have 3 with horns, but not 4. So the things with 4 should be on this side. I have 4 that have pointy noses. So pointy noses, eyes, jaw. Okay. Now we're going to move it around again. Because that makes more sense. Oops. My bad. I think this should be up here. This should be here. I think this should be here. I think that's fine.
Good job.
Oof, that's a nightmare.
Now what?
Can we finally take this thing? Okay. A strange leather mask known as the Mermaid's Tongue, found in the Cabinet of Curiosity. It's barely hanging on. This thing is like 1,000,000 years old. Okay. Did we look at every room? No, because we're missing something. So we have the dome tank, the hex bottle, the airlock, the captain's jacket, the aft deck, the bookcase, the black box. What did we not look at? I feel like that's not right. This bell.
Maybe it's time we took another look.
Can we take it down?
Iron.
So, we've been calling it a bell this whole time.
It's definitely not a bell.
Not a bell at all. It's a mechanism that connects to another clue.
It's gonna connect to the cauldron, because I think you can groove it in there. Where's the cauldron? Okay, so this thing at the bottom grooves into this. So the hanging part slots into the shape to
the hanging
unlock it.
Slots into the shape on the lid to lock or unlock the cauldron.
If the bell attaches onto the top of the cauldron, then it must be possible to move it down into the room below, into the illusion theater.
What are you suggesting? We carry it along the hallway?
Oh, there's no way.
Along another hallway?
No, there's gotta be some simple way to do it.
Yeah. Let's take another look at this room.
So this
Is there something on the floor?
Where did he sleep?
It's not his bedroom. Looks more like his office.
Are there wires or
Series of
something?
ropes.
They're for hanging the bell from the ceiling.
Well, not just hanging the bell from the ceiling. I don't know. Maybe it's in the other room. Let's go back down. Because there has to be a way that people are... Okay, I don't know how to move this
You don't want it to
I
checklist.
do, but let's finish the...
You don't want to take another look.
I do, but let's finish the...
Okay, maybe that's not right. Let's go back up here. Something about the desk, then maybe?
I'll let you do that.
Should we move the rug? Me again, huh?
Yeah. Okay, so it just slides. Yep.
Wow, thanks.
So it should just, I guess, fall through the hole.
It's exactly the right size for the bell to go through.
So, what now? Do we just turn the rope winch ourselves?
I guess we could. But it's probably easier if we use the handle.
I don't see a handle.
That's because it's not in this room.
Ah.
Okay.
Is that
So it's in the room below
Nearly.
us.
There's one more room.
Okay. So we do need to be in this room. So there's a handle somewhere here.
Now, here we are. One last time.
There must be some way to get the iron bell to lower onto the cauldron.
It's probably under this.
It's taped to a pipe on the wall.
The pipe looks a little loose. Do you think it's supposed to move?
Hang on. Let's shut the cauldron first. We'd better shut it.
Yeah. That's
Poster. It's taped.
The pipe looks a little loose.
okay. Which explains when she said that she didn't hang the poster upside down. She didn't. Because she said that at first. Like, I didn't hang the poster upside down. And we were like, oh, no, you did.
Now,
It's like...
It fits perfectly.
Okay.
So when the iron bell is placed over the cauldron, it can be used to lock or unlock the lid.
It could, if we can work out how to activate it.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
I can't quite reach both handles at the same time. Maybe if my arms were a little longer.
You know, you don't have to stand there with your face pressed into it.
I'm not.
Because there's two of us. We can take one handle each.
Oh, right.
Okay. Let's work together.
That little metal part isn't supposed to be there, huh?
I wonder.
Can we push it in? A small metal fragment that was lodged into the iron bell. Oops. Okay. So this is chapter 5, the unveiling of the illusion theater.
Let's put this
So it's a
together, shall
murder.
we?
Go ahead.
So, Mortuga opened the cauldron in order to take something out of it. And that's when he was killed.
Okay, but how was he killed?
Probably the bell. That thing
We know
is
that the
heavy.
cauldron lid is unlocked by that screwdriver kind of thing on the iron bell.
And so, if Mortuga wanted to unlock the cauldron, he'd first have to lower the bell into this room, like we just did.
You know, we've actually got evidence for this. First-hand evidence, no less.
We know he lowered the bell because we saw the picture in the hex. Where is the hex thing? Did I loosen it?
Hex had a memory of seeing Mortuga through the window of the Illusion Theater.
Oh yeah, look at that. The dark shape that lowers down in front of Mortuga. That's the iron bell.
Must be. But then to actually unlock the cauldron, you have to turn the handles on both sides of the bell.
Yeah, well, we just did that too. It was easy.
I mean, sure, if you've got two people taking one handle each, but how did Mortuga do it?
He had to do it by himself.
You think?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. There's even a record of him trying to do this once before.
Is there? What kind of record?
Felicia Stonetop's diary, from their time on the Dearest Selena. Magnus put his arms around it to turn the things. He can just about reach, but I told him not to do it like that. Might not be safe, since we don't know exactly what'll happen. So I said we could do it together, one each.
So Mortuga could do it by himself, but only just.
Right, only just. In order to reach both sides, he had to place his body directly up against the bell, just like you were trying to do before I told you not to.
And that's what got him killed?
Maybe the bell slid off. He probably got... Maybe the hanging part got him?
But let's be specific.
I don't think that killed him. How did the iron bell kill Mortuga? So the metal thing... No. I think it's this.
The metal thing was wedged into the iron bell to kill Mortuga when it rotated around. Mortuga was cut straight across the neck when the upper section of the bell swung around. We saw how fast it goes, and it's really heavy. It must have a whole load of force behind it.
The little metal thing, it's not actually part of the iron bell. Someone must have put it there.
Right, the culprit, presumably, knowing it would kill Mortuga if and when he tried to unlock the cauldron. Only it's, kinda small. Even if you did press up against the bell, I'm not sure it's long enough or sharp enough to cut you.
Yeah. Maybe it was longer.
But it's been broken in half. The part sticking out of the bell isn't the complete murder weapon. It's a fragment left behind when it was broken. Presumably, when the culprit took it back out.
A fragment of what? A knife?
Something
Probably something in that box. And the reason why we say that is because we never found a letter from the envelope, or maybe it was something in the envelope besides a letter.
This is the correct clue.
Okay.
This is the correct clue, but we need to check.
Not the stamps. This corner. Can we show the side that's ripped?
This is the right clue, but let's...
Okay, they don't like anything. Oh, the indentation.
The envelope's empty now, but there's an imprint of what was in there when Mortuga first opened the box. It's pretty clear. You can see exactly what shape it is.
Okay, but what is it? And why was it in that envelope?
Scissors. It looks like it was a pair of scissors.
Yeah, let's do that. The envelope's empty now. It's pretty clear.
Okay, but what is it? And why was it in that envelope?
A necklace.
A necklace? Based on what? It's not... Oh, there's a necklace in this picture that looks like a pair of scissors.
This is the correct clue, but we need to...
We can't really see the necklace.
It once belonged to Felicia Stonetop. She's wearing it in the painting. I'm pretty sure she is, anyway.
I don't know. It doesn't show the necklace very clearly. It's half hidden in her dress.
Okay, well we can use this, which is also her, and that's the necklace.
Here it is, as worn by Selena Stonetop, Felicia's mother, who presumably passed it down to her daughter. I'm assuming that's why it was eventually sent back to Silkworm, back to its original owner after Felicia died.
So, the mourning envelope was sent to Fellow Manor, and then Selena, or Governor Fellow, or whoever, they put it in the black box.
And then eventually Mariana comes along, finds the box, brings it onto the submarine, and hands it to Magnus Mortuga.
Who then opens it while he's in the captain's cabin with the culprit.
Well, we have the dictaphone. Oh no, not that one.
I really don't know why you're here. I really don't know why you're here. This doesn't concern you. Even if it does, it is wholly unrelated to our unfortunate voyage. It doesn't open that way. It slides out at the side. Let me do it. There's something inside. Wait. What's this?
What happened next?
Well, we know Mortuga didn't stay too long in the captain's cabin, since Mariana told us he came back into the control room.
So, maybe Mortuga left the culprit in the cabin with the necklace?
And that's when they could have wedged it into the side of the iron bell, so that if Mortuga attempted to unlock the cauldron by himself,
it would be the last thing he ever did.
Okay, so
that's something I don't understand.
What?
Mortuga opened the cauldron in order to take something out, and that's when he was killed.
Right.
So why was the cauldron empty?
The culprit stole the contents of the cauldron. That's the only way to explain it.
But how did they get to it?
How did they get to the cauldron? You mean because the room was locked?
Well, not technically locked, but Mortuga turned the wheel to shut the bulkhead door from the inside, and he shut it tight, probably as tight as he could, and by all accounts he was pretty strong.
The culprit
maybe they didn't need it?
That door.
Maybe they came up from the bow? Oh, okay.
They came in via the
Maybe they came down?
You know, through the hole in the floor.
Okay.
Surely Mortuga would have made sure nobody could get into the captain's cabin.
How?
He had the eyeball.
He had a key? He would have locked it.
You think?
Definitely. Since he'd have rearranged it like we just did, moving the desk and the rug to reveal the hole. He wouldn't want anyone wandering in and seeing that.
So the culprit would have needed the eyeball key.
Mm-hmm.
But how?
Mm-hmm.
I doubt Mortuga left it lying around. He probably took it with him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mortuga did take the key into the illusion theater.
But then he died in a locked room. So how did someone else get hold of it?
The eyeball key was placed on top of the vent and
the eyeball
landed in the bile.
Was placed on top of the vent under the cauldron and landed in the bilge. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
Fell through.
Fell through the vent under the cauldron and landed in the bilge.
It fell into the bilge?
Remember how it smelled kind of weird? That's the bilge water smell.
So the eyeball key just happened to roll across the floor and into the vent?
No, it didn't happen by accident.
Well, everyone kept saying the submarine tilted at some point. I don't know how. They had to have used the wheel. Oops, nope, not that.
Making the submarine surface tilts the front end up and the back end down.
They moved the whole submarine just for that?
Yep,
Did we, have any evidence for that?
Aside from most of the suspects mentioning it in their statements?
Oh, yeah. Anything else?
Most of them, yeah. A clue was found at the crime scene. Probably the moon vial?
The moon
Because
vial.
that broke.
How is that evidence of the submarine tilting?
It makes sense if you know where.
Because it fell.
Oh, yeah. We found a part of it.
Came from the desk upstairs. Yeah. So if it was on the desk next to the submarine and it fell when the ship tilted.
So the moon vial rolled right off Mortuga's desk and through the hole in the floor. Anything else?
A phenomenon observed at the crime scene.
Then this knocking over. Oh, the blood spilling.
Mortuga's blood. It pulled out first, but then started running down towards the bilge vent. Anything else?
A clue found in the
Well, Jesus, how much evidence do we need? In the control room. What was found in the control room? I guess the captain's log? The numbers being off?
It shows the depth of the submarine.
It starts at 0. That's when it surfaced. Presumably that's when Mariana came on board. It steadily goes down, but then later it suddenly goes back up again. Once the culprit had the key, they could let themselves into the captain's cabin, which, as we know, gave them access to the crime scene from above.
They climbed down the rope,
Mhm.
through the hole, and into this room, where they were free to take the contents of the cauldron for themselves.
Although, to get out, they'd need to climb back up the bell rope, meaning they'd have to leave the illusion theater with the iron bell still lowered onto the cauldron.
Right, well, I figured they just turned the rope winch manually. I'm sure you could, even if it's not how you're supposed to do it.
And after that, all they had to do was cover the hole back up with a rug in the desk.
And lock the captain's cabin on their way out. It's about time we went to speak with everyone else.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's go.
Where did everyone go?
Wait, do you hear that? I can hear them arguing. I think they're above us.
Did they go outside?
What's going on?
Could be a good lady someone.
Can we talk to someone?
Look, I know this isn't ideal, but this is just how it needs to be until we can...
Cynthia, you have visitors?
Hi. Hey.
We're back.
What's going on?
Cynthia's decided to lock us in.
I've just locked the foredeck access, just for the time being.
How come?
She may have gone mad. We're still assessing.
She's worried the culprit will attempt to escape as soon as they're named.
Oh, we're naming the culprit? Lovely. Been looking forward to this.
We're still doing that? I thought Cynthia fired the detective dudes.
She didn't fire us.
On the contrary, we've been pretty busy.
Oh? Doing what?
What else? Solving the mystery.
Mm-hmm. Alright, chapter 6. The murder of Magnus Mortuga.
Surely the captain should be allowed
So what are we looking at? Do you have the murder weapon?
No.
Kinda?
Right, kinda.
Cynthia, maybe you should have fired them.
No, look, listen to me. Mortuga was killed by the mechanism of the iron bell. It lowers into the cauldron and they fit together. It's a big mechanical lock.
Right, and there's this little metal thing wedged in the side. It's not part of the iron bell itself, but it was. They got in and out without ever opening or closing the bulkhead door.
So, the murder weapon...
It's a necklace?
Felicia Stonetop's necklace.
And it's still missing?
Right, apart from a small fragment that snapped off and was left in the iron bell.
And Mortuga was killed because he tried to take something out of the cauldron?
Take what out of the cauldron?
It can only really be one thing. The one thing that all of this has been about.
I still don't understand that part. Was he keeping treasure in there? The mermaid's tongue?
The mermaid's tongue.
Okay.
The mermaid's what?
It's a kind of ancient artifact. Mortuga found it on a sea voyage years ago.
Right. The same voyage captured on this film reel and depicted in this bottle.
Captain Felicia Stonetop and her helmsman, Magnus Mortuga. They went off into the ocean on a ship named the Dearest Selina.
And came back with a mermaid's tongue.
And that's what Mortuga kept in the cauldron?
But it was empty. It's been empty since we discovered the murder.
Quite right. If this mermaid's tongue came out of the cauldron, where's it been this whole time?
Well,
it's been
we
with
found it in Dr. Zephyr's cabinet of curiosity.
Did you? Fascinating.
But what is it? What does it do?
I'm not sure what it does. We know a little bit from the book that we read. Unless you commune directly with
right
God.
Clue, but we want a specific... The mermaid's tongue, said to facilitate communication with she who lies beyond the veil.
Requires a special key to operate. Huh.
A key? What kind of key?
Wait, facilitate communication? What does that actually mean?
It's a translator. When worn over one's head, the mermaid's tongue allows you to commune with the mermaid. Thus the name tongue, referring not to an appendage, but to the language spoken by the mermaid.
How nice.
Anyone gonna tell me who the mermaid is, or...?
It's the painting that we keep looking at.
So there's a painting, painted by Selina Stonetop, I think.
And a photograph taken with the submarine's underwater imaging system.
And, why would you need a translator to talk to her? She's not local, or what?
She speaks a language none of us could understand. It is said that attempting to commune with her without harnessing the mermaid's tongue would drive one mad.
But how does it work?
Nobody knows.
Nice. Convenient.
It is a powerful and priceless artifact.
Oh, it's powerful, all right. Look what it's doing to all of you.
I don't know, guys. I'm not sure if I'm buying into this thing. Kinda just looks like some grody old leather mask.
That's
because it's not done.
How do you know?
So this image here, it's a photograph of a drawing. A cropped photograph, too. The good news is, we've got the real thing.
Well, we know the upper part is this map. And then the lower part is probably the part that ripped off of him.
It turns out the ocean map shows what it's supposed to look like.
So at the top there should be some of the treasure, I think. And then it's more of the treasure. It's supposed to be the eyes, I guess. So that's the whole thing.
Oh, sure.
Yes?
Just help yourself to the stuff in my personal treasure chest. I don't mind.
That antenna. Is that coral? It looks sharp.
It is, and it's hard, like crystal. I'm pretty sure it explains the scratch marks in the cauldron.
But why did Mortuga keep it locked in the cauldron?
So people don't get their hands on it?
Because he wanted to keep it hidden from everyone. The mermaid's tongue being on board was a secret Mortuga was keeping. The cauldron was covered by the sailcloth and locked in the storeroom, and Mortuga wanted to keep it that way.
It's true. When he saw my poster, he told me we had to keep the cauldron covered up.
Why the cauldron, though? Wouldn't it have been less conspicuous if he just kept it in a wooden crate or something?
Keeping the mermaid's tongue in the cauldron wasn't something Mortuga came up with himself. Even before he ever found it, it's just where it's always been kept.
How do we know that?
There it is. See? In the cauldron, beneath the iron bell, beneath the wooden buoy.
But that was a long time ago. How do you know the mermaid's tongue was still in the cauldron at the time of the murder?
Well, Tadpole told us about someone she saw on the aft deck shortly after the murder. She described it as a demon, with a single horn and glowing eyes.
The culprit wearing the mermaid's tongue.
Right. We figured they'd just taken it from the cauldron after killing Mortuga.
So the culprit knew about the mermaid's tongue, knew what it was, knew how to use it?
Definitely.
But Mortuga never really told us about any of this. How did the culprit know about it?
Because they were on the original ship. They had to have seen it.
Dearest Selena voyage.
The third person?
In addition to Magnus Mortuga and Felicia Stonetop, I assume.
Right. It was a crew of 3, not 2.
And what evidence have you collected to support this?
Evidence?
Let's see. Well, we know there's something odd.
The black box.
What recording is this?
I really don't know why you're here. This doesn't concern you. Even if it does, it is wholly unrelated to our unfortunate voyage.
So the person...
Mortuga
I think they're talking to the person.
The person from the voyage.
Is he? I only hear the one voice.
Right. Now that I don't know. Oh.
Before it reached Mariana's pipe, the audio was transmitted from the cabin to the control room by these radios. Only they're faulty, or one of them is, at least. It turns itself on and off every few seconds. The cadence happened to line up with the conversation, so you only get Mortuga's half.
Huh. That's quite the coincidence. Personally, if I'd written that, I'd feel guilty.
There are more things in heaven and earth, Mr. Werman.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mortuga's film reel.
I suggest there's a third person. The open, I guess.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Spooky.
Let's see. The ship in a bottle.
The model of someone else has been removed. The ship in the bottle rattles when you shake it because the model of someone else has been removed.
Rattles when you shake it because a model of someone else has been
well, not removed from the bottle.
Almost. Maybe
no.
change. The ship
it's hidden inside the ship.
When you shake it because a model of someone else is hidden inside the ship.
I knew there was something in there. Someone in there.
Well, there we are. Quite a bit of evidence as it stands.
All right, but does any of that tell you who it actually is?
Potentially, yeah. The ship in a bottle rattling
probably
when you shake it.
Wait, the model person inside the ship? There's a way to work out who it is?
I can think of a way.
Let's do it with logic and reasoning, shall we? First, we'll compare the ship in a bottle with Mortuga's other wooden model.
Right.
The model town. What about it?
The people who aren't in the town, I guess.
What do you mean?
Mortuga and Felicia aren't in the town because they're on the ship. Selena too, I suppose,
Correct.
since she's the figurehead.
I don't think they're who she's talking about.
It's important to remember that the model town is specific to Mortuga's life. When adding the model figures, he only included people he had dealings with. And he only detailed the buildings he was familiar with. The rest are just generic blocks. With this in mind, there's someone else who should be here, but isn't.
Shouldn't Grip be on there?
Mortuga made a detailed model of Grip's shop. It's not a generic cube like everything else, which means there should be a model of Grip himself. But it's not there.
But why would Mortuga include Grip in his model town? Did they know each other?
And if they did,
Yes.
how did Grip end up going along on Mortuga's ship?
Now that I don't know. I guess because you needed help reading the map.
There's a sticker on the back of the map. It's a service record from Grip's shop. Mortuga hired Grip to interpret the ocean map, which he did. But Grip didn't ask for payment in money. Instead, he asked to come on the voyage.
This isn't proof. Not really.
Well, there is one thing we could
do. It. If you don't, I will.
Okay. Are we gonna break it? If we're right, then yeah, it should be Grip. Yep, with his little hat. So we know it's true.
Mr. Grip being on that ship isn't actually evidence that he murdered Mortuga.
And it...
What about the
symmetry.
murder weapon?
Come on, girl.
What happened to it?
Right. Nor is this evidence that he used the mermaid's tongue. Wouldn't he have needed that special key?
I mean, he's not defending himself.
Grip still has both the murder weapon and the key.
So the key and the murder weapon are his stick?
Nope.
I guess. Nope. Is it this?
That's not it.
Oh. Grip has the compass. Oh, no, it's not the compass. The other needle? No. The necklace needle. That's why he never fixed it, because he needed to keep that key on him, I guess.
I guess.
Oh, he looks so different. Yes, sir, you murdered somebody. So, chapter 7, The Wayward Navigator.
Plot the unplottable, chart the unchartable, measure the unmeasurable. A hollow promise, such feats belong not to mortal hands. But after years of fraudulently offering this to others, I began, in earnest, to yearn for it myself. A quiet desire to journey into the unknown, to quantify it. A lifelong coward, I could never convince myself to act on it. I tell myself as an excuse that I never had any kind of opportunity to act on it. Until one day, I did.
Well, I mean, I think didn't he take his own sailboat?
Nope.
Nope.
He tried to make them go?
Mortuga sought me
He
out.
just went on his
sought out
own.
my services. Not because we were friends, but simply because I was the one with the skills to interpret that inscrutable map of his. Sensing an opportunity at long last, I refused financial payment for the work. Instead, I asked to be brought along on the ensuing voyage. Mortuga was surprised by the request, but he ultimately agreed to my terms. Such was his desire to interpret the map. The work was done, and so we went. Despite my bold intentions, I mostly found myself sheltering within Felicia's cabin during the voyage. All the while, she and Mortuga stood around on deck looking windswept and heroic, far more at home on the sea than I. Regret reared its head. Regret over inviting myself into their world. From within the cabin, I sat and listened to their conversation. Felicia was telling Mortuga what they were looking for, what they were hoping to find.
We're hoping to find this.
Did Felicia know what it was before she found it?
Somehow she did. Her description to Mortuga was thus: a mask worn over the head. It facilitates communication with an ancient being of eternal mystery.
That's really how she worded it?
With the right contraption in your pocket, even the great unknown may be quantified and calculated. And here it was. Not a map, not a compass, but a communication device. A translator. Besides knowing what it was, Felicia also knew how to find it. How its location in the ocean would be marked with a wooden buoy that glows with green light. We waited. Night fell, but before long we were indeed signaled by this very light, and the buoy was sighted. Mortuga hauled it up, pulled it all up, right onto the deck. It was heavy, but he was strong. The bell and the cauldron locked together to form that single shape. Mortuga went to unlock it by himself, but Felicia cautioned him against it. She warned that it could be dangerous to stand so close, as the mechanism would be surely powerful. And so they unlocked it together, taking a handle each. Felicia took the mermaid's tongue from within the cauldron.
Did it have the coral and the gemstone eyes?
Yes, they were attached.
And what about the necklace?
Felicia had it around her neck.
She'd come prepared, clearly.
Did she use it?
Yes, I watched her do it. She used the necklace key to wind up the mermaid's tongue and placed it over her head. Felicia spoke through the mask. Her voice was changed. The mermaid was summoned. Entranced, I rushed out onto the deck and leaned over the side. Mortuga clambered up to the wheel in an attempt to steer us away from harm. The mermaid reached out and grabbed the wheel.
And Mortuga's right shoulder?
Yes, of course.
His fingerprint mark.
Mortuga held fast, but a portion of the wheel broke off and fell into the ocean. With her other hand, the mermaid grabbed the mast, almost snapping it in two. The ship buckled and I was thrown off the side into the ocean. I was underwater, but I was held in place by a hand, her hand. She was speaking to me, but it was a language I could not understand. I wanted so much to understand. Sensing the disconnect, she let go. A moment passed, a lifetime. I became vaguely aware that I was about to drown, but I didn't want to leave. At this moment, the broken piece from the ship's wheel floated up in front of me. By its intervention, I was reminded of my earthly existence, my life beyond this singular moment. I was overwhelmed with a cowardly desire to return to the surface, to see the sun, to live, to breathe. I grabbed onto the broken wheel and let it carry me up to the surface. The mermaid was nowhere to be seen. Neither was the dearest Selena.
Wait, the wood from the broken wheel. It eventually became Cornelius Kane.
Correct. It has been my earthly terror. The feel of the wood in my hand, a tangible reminder of that desire I once felt to live and to breathe.
But what happened? Weren't you stranded in the ocean?
Somehow the currents carried me back to the Silkworm Coast. I took the broken wheel piece back home and fell into a deep sleep.
I think we'd better talk.
After I awoke, I went looking for Felicia.
Not Mortuga.
No, Felicia.
Felicia had been the one wearing the mermaid's tongue.
Correct. Given what I knew of its function, I surmised she may have understood what the mermaid had said to me. I went to the Stone Top Inn, but Felicia was not there. I searched through the empty building until I came to Mortuga's room. I was encouraged to see that he had at least retained the wooden boy and the iron bell. Mortuga was in his bed, asleep. He looked ill, weak. I woke him up. I asked him about the mermaid's tongue. What had happened to it? Where was it? At first, Mortuga said nothing. He merely looked at me. He told me that he and Felicia had locked it away in the cauldron and thrown it back into the ocean. He said they'd kept the wooden boy so that nobody else would ever be able to find it, and they'd kept the iron bell so that even if someone was to come across the cauldron, they wouldn't be able to unlock it. I was horrified to learn this. My only chance of summoning and communicating with the mermaid lost beneath the waves. Or so I thought.
Did you ask about the necklace key?
Mortuga hadn't mentioned it, and I did not ask about it. At that time, I simply assumed it had been left in the mouth of the mermaid's tongue and thus would be in the cauldron. I demanded that we take the dearest Selena back out on a second voyage to recover the sunken cauldron. Mortuga said it was impossible. For one, the dearest Selena couldn't recover it from the bottom of the ocean if it was not attached to the boy. And secondly, Felicia had decommissioned the ship and it was being taken apart at the shipyard. In explanation, Mortuga handed me a folded piece of parchment. It had inscribed a note from Felicia. She was to be leaving town immediately. She did not say where she was going. Mortuga told me he had slept through Felicia's parting visit. He was distraught over it, heartbroken. With a desperate look, he asked me if Felicia had also come to visit me on her way out of town. I told him yes, she had. Mortuga's eyes opened wide. Did she say where she was going?
I must know. I have to know.
I told him yes. Yes, she told me where she was going and she'd given me the address. His eyes widened further. Give it to me.
I need to know. I'll go after her.
I told him I would, in exchange for the mermaid's tongue.
My man is relentless.
Told me again how it was impossible.
There's no way. It's lost. You need to let it go.
I didn't want to hear it. I left the inn still clutching the deeds. I went down to the shipyard and spoke with Donovan Drummond. He had begun taking apart the dearest Selena. I inquired about purchasing Drummond's unused submarine, Seafoam submarine. He told me he would be willing to part with it, but it had never been finished. In order for it to be seaworthy, it would need several new parts that would take a long time to build. However, I was determined to find a solution.
You offered to buy both the Seafoam submarine and the dearest Selena.
Correct. I suggested we could use parts from the sailing ship to finish the submarine. Drummond merely asked how I was going to pay for 2 vessels. I showed him the deeds to the Stone Top Inn. He accepted it as payment.
Is the inn really worth as much as 2 vessels?
Perhaps not. But in truth, I think Drummond was glad to have an excuse to part with them. Besides, I knew all too well the allure of a worthy challenge. A chance to put one's skills to their fullest. Indeed, the task of combining the 2 incomplete vessels into a single seaworthy one was highly intriguing to him. And so, it was done.
But if you commissioned it, why was it called the Mortuga submarine? Who painted that on the foredeck?
Drummond did. He didn't want it to say Seafoam any longer. Too many painful memories.
But why Mortuga and not Grip?
I don't know.
Because Grip paid for it with the inn deeds, which were in Mortuga's name.
Right. Drummond assumed I was merely acting as intermediary for Mortuga, the true buyer.
Did you tell Mortuga what you'd done?
I told him of my intention to return to the ocean, in a submarine I was having constructed. He wasn't happy about it, but the submarine took months to complete. That was enough time to convince him to come with me and help search for the mermaid's tongue.
He only came with you because you were pretending to know where Felicia had gone, and you were withholding it from him.
Correct.
What were you going to do if and when Mortuga realized you'd been lying to him?
It was worth the risk. There was no question of leaving the mermaid's tongue at the bottom of the ocean.
But it wasn't lost in the ocean. Mortuga had it the whole time.
Correct. As I had lied to him, he had lied to me. Mortuga smuggled the mermaid's tongue onto the submarine before we left. He didn't want to leave it behind, but he didn't want me to know he had it.
Smuggled? How?
I think he had Zephyr help bring it on.
I mean, I get it, but that's not quite right.
Oh, his letter to Zephyr.
Mortuga sent me a letter, inviting me to join him on the submarine.
Grip, did you know he'd done that?
Mortuga told me he was going to bring somebody else on board. An old friend, a collector of occult curiosities who might be helpful. But I didn't want anyone to know what we were doing, or what we were looking for. I told Mortuga not to mention me in the letter.
I followed Mortuga's instructions precisely. I arrived in Silkworm and went into the Stonetop Inn, where I found the locked cauldron. I placed it among my possessions and ventured onto the submarine waiting in the harbor.
We departed. Zephyr thought he and Mortuga were the only 2 souls on the ship. I stayed hidden for a week, before staging a balloon crash and pretending that Mortuga had rescued me from the ocean. That way I was free to move around the submarine in view of Zephyr, but he could dismiss me as a hapless traveler picked up along the way.
So, to begin with, it was just you 3.
But it didn't stay like that for long.
It didn't.
Well, other people start getting invited on. So... he commissioned the ship. Oh, we have a lot. Oh my goodness. Okay. He wasn't kidnapped. He stole it. He was asked to smuggle this on. He was there. Okay. That's crazy. Oh, they flip. Was saved from drowning. Was he saved from drowning? Oh, we have a lot. Oh, there's a lot of options here. Oh, this should really be with her. Okay, you perform the magic acts. No. You commission the submarine. These two are correct. You didn't blackmail Mortuga. No, you definitely stole it. You were asked to perform a magic act. You smuggled this. Okay, you were saved from drowning. I think that's this. You were okay. I think those 4 are accurate. So he commissioned the submarine, and he was with Mortuga when they found the black box and the necklace key. He smuggled on the mermaid's tongue, and he stole it to put it in the airlock. She was saved from drowning, and she offered to take over to free him. She was invited on to work with Dr. Zephyr. She performed the magic act. Okay, so for these groups of people, that should be him. Tried to convince Worman to kill Marcus Doom. Mortuga wrote the contract. He wanted her to become captain. Now that I don't think is accurate. He did use Mortuga's death as a storyline. He tagged on just for fun. Oh no, he was sent to spy. She was hired to find Felicia Stonetop. And she brought the black box onto the submarine. Oh, that's him. He wanted to write a book. No, he was sent to let her how to find it. And he wanted to use his death for the next story. She... because he owed her money.
Nope.
Okay, so these two are wrong. Everything else is right? Yeah, so she's the only one I have wrong. She sought out to claim ownership.
I guess that's
okay.
Wrong.
How? Isn't everybody green checked? Check. Yeah. Oh no, that one's wrong.
Well,
yeah, that's a lot to get right.
No.
What?
You can't leave it like that. You've left them with misconceptions. You should tell them what you know. All of it.
What do you mean?
Misconceptions?
Maybe 1 or 2, yeah.
What do you mean? Oh. Okay, so we're gonna go. So Tadpole was saved from drowning by Mortuga and offered a way to take... Oh, we have a set of rules for each one. Even though he did wish to leave the submarine, Mortuga could not accept her offer to give up his captaincy to her. Before Mortuga could leave the submarine, he needed Godric to tell him the location of Serena Stonetop. Isn't that what he wanted? Oh no, not Serena Stonetop, Felicia Stonetop.
Think he would make the best captain, and he did want to leave.
But he couldn't.
Okay.
Not without the information he so desired.
Not just that. Since it turned out he had the mermaid's tongue on board the entire time, I don't think he wanted to leave me on the submarine with it. He didn't want me anywhere near it.
For good reason.
To protect you.
I'm aware.
Okay. So she sought out the submarine to reclaim ownership of it, and she found the contract that he wrote and forged his signature. Cynthia became the captain because of the contract, but another page was discovered in the message in the bottle. While it was true that Mortuga did decide to create the command contract after Cynthia showed him the end deeds, the contract was never intended for Cynthia.
Me. Once Mortuga found out the inn deeds had been used to pay for the submarine, he realized for the first time that he was its legal owner.
He really hadn't known that before?
No, he'd always assumed I paid for it with my own money. Armed with the new information, Mortuga attempted to use it to control me.
Thus, the command contract.
What exactly was he hoping to achieve?
To strong-arm me into telling him where Felicia had gone. And to cease my search for the mermaid's tongue.
But it didn't work.
No.
Of course not.
Wasn't Mortuga supposed to be paperwork averse? I'm surprised to learn he would try to control someone with a contract.
Where would he even get an idea like that?
That's my bad. I ended up telling him all about contracts, what they are, how they work. I guess Mortuga thought if I could be controlled by a contract, maybe someone else could be too.
Okay. So, Worman was sent a letter how to access the submarine, and he was going to use Mortuga's death for the story outline for his next book. When Worman was lured onto the submarine by the handwritten letter, but it wasn't from who he claimed to be. I think it's Magnus sent it, hoping to lure him onto the submarine. He hoped Worman would have information about Selena Stonetop?
I think that's right.
Okay.
I don't think that's
Okay, so that's not. Was it Felicia? Okay, let's try that. Okay. Well.
Wait, so Mortuga wrote the letter?
Right.
Not exactly. It was his idea, but he wasn't one for writing by hand, so he asked me to do it for him.
But why Ibis?
Mortuga didn't want to reveal too much in the letter, so he had the idea to pretend to be a neutral third party. We learned about Ibis from that newspaper page, but it just needed to be someone you would listen to.
Fair.
Honestly, I'm surprised it worked.
Huh. This explains why Mortuga kept asking about my father.
Oh yeah, I was wondering about that.
Were you able to tell him anything?
Afraid not. I haven't spoken to my father in years.
Do you think he would have known anything about Felicia? About what happened to her?
It's possible.
Okay, so for Sim, she was invited on to work with Zephyr in the Dream Chamber, and she performed the magic act. So watching Symmetry perform the Stargazing Girl did not make Mortuga miserable. He was already miserable because he had just found the morning deeds which told him Felicia died.
You didn't make him sad.
He just learned about the death of his beloved friend. What I did, it was...
You didn't know? Symmetry, let it go. Your anguish. That goes for all of you.
Mortuga's actions, his decisions, all motivated by that same singular desire.
It was all in effort to locate Felicia Stonetop.
Her.
Likewise, it transpires that Godric's actions were also motivated by a singular desire.
To commune with the mermaid.
Huh.
And when they opened the black box and found the mourning envelope, found the necklace key, it all came to an end.
Well, what are you waiting for? Go ahead, open it.
Godric, I really don't know why you're here. This doesn't concern you.
Oh, but it does. I'm to believe the box may contain information on Captain Stonetop.
Even if it does, it is wholly unrelated to our unfortunate voyage.
I'll be the judge of that. There could be anything in there. Listen.
I prefer you not to shake it like that. Besides, it doesn't open that way. It slides out at the side. Let me do it.
What's all this? A scroll? An envelope?
There's something inside. Wait. What's this?
We both know what that is. That's Felicia Stonetop's necklace, isn't it? Isn't it?
Our discovery of the necklace precipitated two important conclusions. One, we now possess the key necessary to operate the Mermaid's Tongue.
In my complacency, I had not even known it was missing, simply assuming it lay within the cauldron. But no, Felicia had taken it away with her, and now, through what twist of fate, it had returned. Which brings me to conclusion 2. The fact that her necklace had been sent to her parents in a black-rimmed envelope attested to us that Felicia Stonetop had died. Even through his burgeoning grief, Mortuga could see in my eyes how I wished to make use of the key. Fearing what ruin might follow should I act, he did what he had always done. He lied. Lied about having the Mermaid's Tongue on board.
He had your best interest at heart, Godric. We both know this.
However, it was a lie that no longer worked on me, for I had laid eyes upon the truth.
The truth?
About what Mortuga had in the storeroom.
Oh, because of the posting.
Correct. I had seen Symmetry's drawing of the cauldron.
He asked me to change it. I was going to change it.
So now you had everything you needed. The key, the bell, and the mermaid's tongue itself, albeit locked in the cauldron.
On that note, I had also surmised Mortuga's reason for rigging the iron bell onto a winch above his desk. I concluded that he had set it up this way so that he could unlock the cauldron and access its contents himself.
You think he wanted to use the mermaid's tongue?
You'd like to suggest Mortuga would be immune from such things, hmm?
I concede it may have been an alluring prospect, but actually choosing to act, it displays a dangerous hubris.
Well, maybe he just wanted to be able to get to it, but not actually use it, you know?
Grip, did you actually accuse Mortuga of wanting to open the cauldron? Of wanting to use the mermaid's tongue?
I did, and he flatly denied it, which caused an argument. Truth be told, we were both sick of each other. The last vestiges of our mutual decorum fell away. He attempted to shut me down with cold logic, insisting that it was not possible for one man to simultaneously turn both dials on the iron bell.
Wait, is that true?
Kinda. Depends how big you are, how wide your arms are.
I knew Mortuga would be capable of it, and I could see in his eyes that he intended to do it.
Well, not to side with Grip here, but he was right. Mortuga did open the cauldron, didn't he?
Perhaps his intention was simply to move the mermaid's tongue to a newly contrived hiding place.
Maybe he was just gonna destroy it.
As he should have done years hence, I might add.
Grimoire, what do you think?
I think he wanted to hide it somewhere else. Once he realized that the guy knew where it was and it was on the ship, he just wanted to move it again.
He wanted to hide the mermaid's tongue somewhere else.
Whatever the reason, I knew it was only a matter of time. And what's more, following our discussion about the mechanism of the iron bell,
I understood the specific physicality of the task ahead of him.
Physicality?
In order to reach both dials, Mortuga would need to hold his body close against the iron bell, His head, his neck, would be right up against the mechanism.
Overcome with frustration and grief, Mortuga had left the room. He had left me with the necklace key. I felt it in my hand, the metal cold and sharp. I climbed up onto the desk and wedged it into the iron bell around the back so that it would not be seen. At least, not until the mechanism activated.
You're a murderer.
Call me what you will. To me, it was merely insurance against continued deception and greed on Mortuga's part. If he indeed decided to keep the mermaid's tongue for himself, if he decided, as he always had, to keep it from me, then it would be his last decision.
The rest you know. Having first locked himself in the room, Mortuga unlocked the cauldron and was killed by the blade of the necklace key.
I tilted the submarine in order to claim the eyeball key, which granted me access to the captain's cabin and a path into the storeroom from above. I took the mermaid's tongue from the unlocked cauldron.
And then you went up to the aft deck and used it, didn't you?
I tried to, but you stopped me.
You're welcome.
Tadpole then dove into the ocean and collected the pieces,
including the coral and the gemstone eyes, which she kept for herself.
Yeah. As for the mask itself, I just left it in my room.
And I took it when I later visited the room to collect hex from the dome tank.
Wow, you're admitting it, huh?
I admit I moved it to a more secure location, ultimately a wise decision, wouldn't you say?
Except it's not there anymore, is it? It's right here.
It's dark!
Grip turned off the lights.
Someone grab him!
Great.
Let's stay where we are for now.
Why would we do that?
Its tongue, it's gone.
He took it. He must have.
He can't have gone up to the foredeck. It's still locked.
He went up to the aft deck.
Let's go. Maybe we can catch him.
I don't know why this man insists on trying this again. Sir, why are you insisting on trying this again? They told you talking to the mermaid is gonna drive you crazy.
He's wearing it.
Are we too late?
Girl, we don't even know what you're saying.
I don't.
He needs to take that off.
Are you,
What?
Wait, where's he going?
He's crazy. Because at this point, why would you even want it?
He fixed it.
Oops.
What's he going to do? Should we follow him? I don't...
He's locked the door.
Can you see him through the window?
Yeah, he's out there. And of course he puts... What is that? Baby, that's not the mermaid. Oh no, I guess it is the mermaid.
This is bad. The pressure change, it's too sudden. The submarine's not...
Wait, what's that?
You're taking control, Ben.
The radios.
It's fine, just stick.
It was too fast.
It must be coming from the control room.
Let's go.
Yes, we gotta fix this.
We're being held down. We need to resurface.
The submarine can't take it.
I'm glad
The controls
Tadpole's
are
able to
going
help.
crazy.
She said, get in there. Well, I know he can't breathe underwater, right? So he's gonna drown?
What did she?
She's gone.
Oh, well, at least you get to surface. In theory.
She let us go.
Remarkable.
Let's just head back to Silkworm, shall we? Get everyone off this submarine.
And, Silkworm would be which way?
We got moved. I don't know where we are. No stars, no moon. I don't know where.
He fixed our where's the compass?
He fixed it.
I mean, he was good at nautical stuff. We just, can't trust him. But that's crazy.
Are you okay?
No.
Yeah.
We just been through the ringer.
Somehow, yeah.
I don't know about you, but I thought that was all very interesting.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
You must be pleased. You've come away with a new story to tell around the campfire.
Quite right.
I'm not sure it would be wise to tell too many people.
No, don't worry. I'll change all your names to protect your privacy.
What are you going to
Not
change
about
my name
us.
to?
Detective Galathorn.
Well, I love it.
I'm almost afraid to ask.
Sybil.
Yep, this conversation is over.
Mm.
You okay, Cynthia?
She's still processing.
Of course. We all are.
That, and we've just been to tell her stepfather that we're leaving Silkworm.
Oh? Where are you headed?
We, haven't worked that out yet.
I know a place you could go.
Really?
Yeah, I've got a couple friends you could stay with. I'll write down the address for you.
Oh, thank you.
Easily one of the strangest days of my life.
It's in the top 5, at least.
What are you going to do now?
So far, the only thing I've decided on is to go home and have a bath.
A bath? You haven't had enough being submerged in water for one day?
Okay, maybe a shower.
Catching up on your text messages?
0 missed calls. Can you believe that? 0.
Devastating.
Not even from Vanderpeer?
I'm writing him a message now, giving him the deets. A very selective version of the deets.
Smart.
Mm-hmm.
That was the weirdest submarine I've ever been on.
And the last?
And the last. Is everyone okay?
Yeah, that was a nightmare.
Fit as a fiddle.
Oh, sure. Just had my human perspective permanently and irrevocably shifted, but hey, what's new?
But what about Grip? Did he die or what?
I don't know. Probably. I mean, he can't swim. He was deep underwater, and he doesn't have gills, so he can't breathe. And we saw the mermaid let us go, but we didn't see her let him go. So
Seems very likely. But he made his choice. I really don't think it would do us any good to worry about it.
Sally, did you write down that address for us?
Yeah, I'm almost done. Just writing something on the back to help you out.
Oh, like instructions?
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
You know, I really must be off.
Ah, come on. You've got nowhere to be.
You're quite right. Nowhere is precisely where I need to be, and I'm rather in a hurry to get there.
All right, that was pretty good. I'll let that slide.
And, Tadpole and Zephyr stayed on the submarine?
Yeah.
Are they gonna rename it?
Of course not. You've got to keep the Mortuga name. It's like his fingerprint on history.
You say that, but by all accounts, he actually didn't like the submarine very much.
That's true. It wasn't his choice to be there. He spent all his time trying to work out how to leave.
Well, yes, all right. I concede that.
I'd say his fingerprint is right here. It's all of you. It's Symmetry, it's Cynthia, Tadpole, Zephyr, everyone he was kind to, everyone he helped.
Dude, that's real.
But what about the mermaid's tongue?
What about it?
Well, we still don't really know anything about it. How it works, who made it.
Good.
What?
who cares?
It's good that we don't
Right,
know.
that's the least
It's
of our
right.
problems.
The mermaid's tongue is a shameless shortcut, a trap for the impatient and the dissolute.
But you don't want to know what the mermaid said?
Oh, I want
No, nope.
to know. But as I stand before you now, I can't know. You understand? That's just
the way it's meant to be.
Exactly. Knowing drives you crazy. That's why he was willing to drown to talk to it. So it's like, nah, I don't need to know that bad. He can give me the abridged version. But that was a really cute episode or game. I would love to see more from this maker. Ryman announced he's not going to write the sequel to the novel. Dirk's been released from his contract with Wit and Whimsy. Mariana Moon, avoiding all questions about where she was headed, simply disappeared over the horizon. Madame Tadpole became captain of Mortuga submarine. Dr. Zephyr stayed on board to complete his research, newly inspired by what he had witnessed.
You're sure this is the address Sally wrote down?
Yeah, it must be. She wrote something on the back, too.
Oh yeah, what was that? Instructions?
It's a little poem. You should read it.
Me? You're the poet.
No, you read it.
Okay. Eavesdrop what the stars are saying, earthly tethers slowly fraying, floating, helpless from the worst of jealous hunger, selfish thirst. Take a moment, kneel and meet the flowers growing at your feet.
Oh. I'm glad the girls got a happy ending because they were young and they both had kind of tragic upbringings, losing their parents, or at least one girl lost her mom. That's cute. Oh, that was actually a really adorable game. I enjoyed this so much. And thanks again for watching this playthrough. I'll be a link to the description to the entire playthrough. If you haven't watched all the episodes, definitely go back and do so.